everyone, welcome to Pal the Tech. Today we're talking about blurry backgrounds in your photos. I'm sure most of you know already that the #1 way you can blur your background is to widen your lens aperture. But there are also 4 additional ways that you can do this as well. The first, as I've said obviously, is to widen the lens aperture. As you open up and widen the aperture, you get less depth of field in your background. Have a look at this photo right here. I shot it with the Fuji 56mm lens, but stopped all the way down to f/16. And as you can see, the background with the bricks is pretty prominent in the image. But look at this image, same lens, same position, same subject, same lighting, same everything. The only difference was I opened up the aperture by turning the aperture ring all the way to f1.4. I had both my shutter speed and ISO dial set to automatic. Opening up your lens and widening your aperture is by far the most common and can be the most effective way to blur the background. But remember, this is the 56mm Fujifilm lens that opens up all the way to f1.2. What if you don't have a lens that fast? Well, that's where the next few tips come in. The second way to add more background blur is to increase the distance from your subject to the background, right? So if the subject's here, you want to move your subject further away from the background. Have a look at these 2 images right here. Both of them were shot with the Fujifilm 90mm prime lens. This lens opens up all the way to f2. However, for this demo, I set it to f4. In the shot on the left, I had the subject about 18 inches from the camera. In the shot on the right, I moved the subject almost twice that distance away. And look at the difference it made to the background. Just doubling the distance from your subject to the background, right, going from here to say here, makes a huge difference. Now, if you cannot move your subject further from the background, let's say you're shooting a building, okay, and you have additional lenses that you can use, the third tip that you can try doing is to use a longer focal length lens. For example, going from a 16mm to a 90mm. Have a look at this right here. Both of these images have identical camera settings. Everything's the same, exactly. The only difference is in the lens that I used, right? So in the first image, the image on the left, I used the 16mm lens. In the second image on the right, I used the 90mm lens. Both of these are set at f5.6. Not exactly a really wide open aperture, but have a look at the background. Just by changing the focal length from 16mm to 90mm, I get a much blurrier background. So keep that in mind, especially if you have a zoom lens. Now, another tip that you can try is to move your camera closer to your subject. Have a look at these images here. Both of them were shot with the 90mm lens set at f8. f8 is not exactly a wide open aperture for nice background blur. However, in the second shot, the one that's on the right, I was twice as close to the subject as in the first shot. And look at the difference it made. Look at that! Just by moving closer to the subject. And finally, if all else fails, there's one last trick that you can do. It requires both a tripod and your ability to actually move the background. This is a tough one to do outside with a building or a landscape, so we'll do it here in this studio. So for this demo, for the shot on the left, I set my shutter speed to 1/125th of a second. I kept my ISO in automatic, and I stopped down the lens all the way to f16, which you should know by now gives you the least amount of background blur. And I went ahead and I took the shot. Then for my second shot, I set my shutter speed all the way down to 1/2 of a second. However, I kept my aperture on the lens still set to the same f16. Now for this demo, I actually put a wireless control transmitter so I could control the camera and move the background at the same time. So when you set your camera to shoot at 1/2 a second, the shutter is like, you know, like that. So while that was going on, I simply shook and moved the background. You see that there? And look at what I got. The foreground subject stayed completely stable, which is why it's in focus. The background I moved, which is why it's blurry. Look how great that looks. Obviously, you're not going to be able to do this in a lot of situations, but if you're shooting still images and you need that background blur and you're out of options, this is definitely something you could consider doing. Now, before I end this video, I want to be very clear about something. You absolutely don't need to have background blur in order to have a great photograph. What you always need is good lighting and good composition. That being said, I hope today's video has given you some ideas and maybe some inspiration on where you can take this with your Fujifilm camera. And you don't always have to rely on opening up your lens all the way and having the fastest possible lens in order to achieve really nice background blur in your photos. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you found the video helpful and entertaining. And if you did, be sure to give it the like and subscribe. I will see you tomorrow in a brand new video. Take care. And entertaining. And if you did, be sure to give it the background blur. I can't say, jeez, I got background blur on the brain. Try it again. Oh, I've got to get to editing. Okay.